Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I'm doing a review and a test today of the Vasanti foundation brush that came in my September Boxycharm. This is the product that was exclusive to Canadian Boxycharm boxes in replacement of the nail polish because we can't get shipped nail polish from the US and Canada. So I don't have my foundation on yet today because I am going to be using this foundation brush on half of my face to put on my foundation and a Beautyblender on the other side. Full disclosure, I have never used a flat foundation brush to do my foundation before. I've watched a number of tutorials online to make sure I'm doing it right, and we will test this out together. I want to tell you first a little bit about Vasanti. Vasanti is actually a Canadian brand founded by 3 women. It took me a little while to find that because I assumed that it was an American brand, so it's kind of nice that Boxycharm sent us a Canadian brand when we couldn't get one of the American products. This retails for $32, and my Beautyblender in Canada, if I go and buy it at Sephora, is $28 Canadian. So this is a little bit more expensive, but if it does a good job, it's going to last a lot longer than a Beautyblender that you have to replace every once in a while. If you are interested, you can order these online. If you are in Canada, you can get them in some of our Shoppers Drug Marts that have the larger beauty selection within them. I'm going to grab my foundation and then we will get started. Got my hair up all pulled back. My face has been primed. I used the Cover FX mattifying primer with anti-acne treatment in it. I really like it. It seems to also really help control the shine on my face. What I have done is poured a little bit of my foundation, 2 blobs of it, and I actually tried to get those as close as amount to each other. I'm using the L'Oreal True Match foundation, and I have my brush and my Beautyblender. I know this looks dirty. It is clean. I just put foundation on earlier today and then took it off in order to test this, but I promise you this is clean and it's been soaked. So I am going to try to do as much of my foundation as I can using the viewfinder here so that you can watch the application happen. I may need to switch over to my mirror. What I will do is start with the brush side. That one is pretty new to me, and see where we go from there. I'm also going to turn the camera a little bit. I have a little bit more, I'm filming in natural light, and there's more light coming in on this side of my face than the other, so I'll get us turned around so that it's as even as possible. Okay, we are super zoomed in, and I'm going to get started with the Vasanti brush. What I have read is that I sort of start, perhaps swoop it around and then stipple a little bit to try to move it into pores and get more of an airbrushed look. Ooh, that. I think this is when I find out that my foundation doesn't actually match because I'm used to doing it with the Beautyblender that shears it out so much. Okay guys, I'm going to switch to a mirror. I'm probably going to start tapping and blending a little bit more, a lot more, and see if I can get this evened out. I only did 1 dip into the foundation. Pretty sure that's all I'm going to need. I will be right back. So that is this half of my face done with the brush. It used very little product. You couldn't even tell that I dipped into it, so much of the product is still left on the side that I was using. I don't love how this looks in my pores. I really had to work, especially around the wrinkles around my mouth, to not have it looking really bunchy. I'm gonna be honest, I also don't usually do my makeup in front of the window, so I'm a little worried that when I do this side, it's not gonna look good either, and the issue is that I usually don't look that closely at my makeup when I'm doing it. I was able to get it sheared out, but it still looks really, not as much around the hairline. It looks really like there's foundation on top of my skin, which I don't usually find that I have with the Beautyblender. So let me grab the Beautyblender and we will do the other side of my face. Again, I'm going to try to do as much of this in the viewfinder as I can, and then I will touch it up a bit with my mirror. My God, guys, I swear my foundation does not usually look this light on me. Okay, taking it to the mirror to do the fine work. Okay, there we are. I look so pale with this on. Like, I look so much paler in there than I do in here. In the mirror, it doesn't look as crazy as it looks. Like, I look like I'm wearing a white mask on the camera, and it doesn't look that bad here. But what I will say is that all the pores and everything are much better on this side. Oh, that's close. So you can see on this side, it looks like you can see that the pores are filled in, but it's showing a bit more. Whereas on this side, it just seems to have sheared it out a lot nicer. I'm gonna put on the rest of my makeup so I don't look quite so crazy mime as I do right now. And I'll be right back for my final thoughts. Back again, a little bit more color in my face. Maybe I should have a little bit more. Maybe this is the point when I realize that I really need to try a different foundation and I'm not as pale as I thought I was. Or start doing my makeup in front of a window. My thoughts on this are that I am not likely to keep using this to put on my foundation. I think if you like high coverage foundation, you don't necessarily have an issue with pores as much, that this could be good for you because it really gets it on there and it keeps your product because it's not getting soaked into the Beautyblender. I need it next to no product to do my whole half my face in this. So if you're using an expensive product, this might be nice. It feels like a really well-made brush. If you are a person who likes using a flat foundation brush, it feels very luxurious. It's nice and tightly packed. It's angled in a nice way. I think it seems really well put together. I'm gonna keep using my Beautyblender. What I might use this for is I've seen some other folks, I think it was Kathleen Lights, who said that she often uses these for putting on facial masks. If you have a tub of mask that you're using, you can wash this in between, dip into it, put it on, and it helps keep the product hygienic and also smooths it out nicely on your face. I might end up doing that with this brush. All in all though, I am glad that I got it in my Boxycharm box. Would I have preferred getting the nail polish? Maybe. It looked like a really pretty color. I liked getting this. It helped me try a technique that I haven't used before. And I'm sure I will find more uses for it. And considering it's a $32 Canadian value, that's really nice. Thanks so much for watching today, guys. If you have any comments or thoughts, if you liked this, if you like using these kinds of foundation brushes, if I was doing it wrong, if you could tell me what foundation maybe I should be trying instead of my L'Oreal True Match, leave all those comments down below. Give me a thumbs up and any feedback. So new at this, so anything you could tell me would be super helpful. Thanks so much, guys. Have a great day.